Guys, if you're watching this, make sure you subscribe. If you want to watch the whole thing, you can watch it on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, or Spotify. Welcome back to another episode, and today it's Saving Grace with Eden. Cha-cha-cha. Did you like that?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I do.
I've been planning that all week.
Have you?
No, I have.
I've been treating this like an MI5 investigation. But you never said to me, don't tell anyone, but I just haven't.
Yeah, no, it made me die. You were saying you were on live early and you were
Yeah.
like, I guess I'll give her a message.
Yeah, they were like, I'd love to see you on the Saving Grace podcast. I was like, I'll message her. Maybe one day.
Fit it in.
But why was I so dramatic?
Listen,
'cause you never said don't.
That's on you. Maybe I should have.
I'm just dramatic.
You
anyway.
can just say it. Fuck it. We're here now. We're sat.
We are. We've
Rosie's
got time.
head's behind the corner. I love seeing it. For those who don't know you, don't know who doesn't, but if they don't know you, who are you?
Hi, my name's Eden Harvey. You'll recognise me from defending myself 24/7, dodging being cancelled, and screen recordings of my live streams.
I feel like that's spot on.
Yeah,
that's actually spot on.
But that's not what I want to be remembered for.
What would you like to be remembered for?
Well, I actually try to help people to eat, to love themselves, to be happy, to love life, to laugh.
Live, laugh, love.
Can't do that these days, can you?
No, you just can't.
Do you know what? I was saying to my sister Freya the other day, I remember I did a video to Billie Eilish, Bury a Friend, when I first started TikTok, in the crab, right, upside down, and I used the filter effect where black tears come out your eyes, right? I smudged lipstick down my thing, and I went on my back and I was like, I want to end me. And I thought, that is edgy. And everyone was commenting like, goosebumps, this is sick. And I went to Freya the other day, could you imagine I did that now?
No, people would be like, how dare you take the piss out of people who are possessed?
Yeah, that's
how dare you do that?
Or you just can't do things without getting in trouble. But
even I'm scared nowadays, I have to say.
Do you know what? You've got off so lightly.
And I know
You're
as well.
awful.
I'm the worst person. I can do some just shit, horrible videos, and people are like, Queen.
Yeah, literally.
Queen shit. But
there's so many people I watch and I think, if I did that.
Yeah. But once you get cancelled once, right, I think it's like a downward thing because you can't, people are always picking at your next thing. So when I get cancelled, which will happen eventually.
No, don't
touch wood. Well, it will. Then I will then have to watch myself. But until then, 100%.
Do you know what? I have a theory, and call it ignorance, but I won't say I've been cancelled.
You actually have cancelled as if you can never come back.
I'll always come back.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm
a
human being. Like, it's just so ridiculous. Like, people treat life like a game show, and they're like, this person offended this, so
you have to
game
go.
over.
Yeah.
What? Like, what's the end result? What do they actually want?
To live in a cave.
Me to
maybe
leave.
Never come.
They that. They dedicate their life to me. Like,
well, you did I remember this very vividly. You had a break for a weekend, right? And you said, I'm not going to be on my phone for a weekend, right? And I don't know if this was after a thing or whatever. And everyone was like, fucking miss Eden. This is what you've all done. Fucking miss Eden.
Yeah.
And that was a weekend.
Do you know what? My amazing community, they get really dramatic. They'll do edits of my life. And
like
they'll be
sad music.
She's an aunt. She's a daughter. She's a woman.
She's a person.
And I watch him and I'm like, I am. I'm like, you're right. I should have written an ad. Do you know what I mean? Like,
no, I should have just said it.
Me. Honestly.
Well, anyway, moving on from that. So you're a TikToker, blah, blah. You were the first person, actually, I think, and people may argue against this, but that really got well known off TikTok in the UK. I'll say it because...
I'll take that.
I'll take it to the
I didn't know where you're going with that one.
Yeah, whore.
Yeah.
No. You were the first, I remember even before I started posting, Max started posting, I remember always seeing you everywhere. You were on the news.
I'm the mother.
You are. Bitch, I'm a mother.
I am.
No
bitch,
dramas.
I'm a mother. I'm the mother of TikTok.
Yeah, but I feel like with that comes great responsibility.
Like you couldn't imagine.
I can imagine.
Honestly, I feel like I'm like the... Oh, God, she's eating the wire. No, that mustn't happen. Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, darling.
I feel like I'm the veteran now.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, so I feel like now I've taken a back seat and I'm a veteran. I'm comfortable.
You can now watch as you paved the way.
Yeah, I watch on and I'm like, oh, I remember when that was me. Yeah. And I watch people blow up and I'm like, oh, they've hit America. I'm like, I remember when that was me. Will Smith. Yeah. I remember when that was
me and him are really good friends.
Yeah. Oh, he knows me. No, I'm joking. That's my only claim to fame. Like, I feel like one of those people that can't accept that, like, you know, when like they've been famous in their past.
Yeah. Like, you're like, I actually.
When I was.
I was gonna say you could be the nan who was like, well, you got a GCSE, but
it's the algorithm.
I was on the
No, I'm in a really fucking good place now with it. Like, I'm so
Thank
relaxed.
fuck.
Yeah.
Because it can overtake you.
Yeah.
It can.
I relax and I enjoy it and I love the people that I have now, and it's a really nice place to be, I think.
Thank fuck.
But like, you never get any trouble.
I was scared we're jinxing this. However, when I first started, I did. People like, you spotty big nose bitch.
Yeah, but that's not like, you haven't done anything wrong.
No,
Do you know what I mean? You
true.
can't help that.
True. Very true. You can't help having a massive nose and spots.
Yeah, and I can't help having too many teeth in my mouth. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. What
but like,
we do.
that's not me doing
But no,
anything wrong.
I think I do get off quite scot-free.
It's because you've always been quite outspoken, whereas people see me as quite wholesome. Because I never wanted that.
No, this is like child stars. Yeah. I don't want to be Hannah Montana.
Yeah, I'm Miley. Do you know what
you are. You've taken off the black and green.
And then I'm like, it's time to be Hannah Montana. And then everyone's like, oh my God, she's changed. I'm like, I haven't. I just like,
this was always you.
Yeah, when you do like an eat with me, you do have to be kind. Like, I can't sit there and be like, you're right, you can't. Like, I tried to be calm, and I've done.
No one's eating comfortably with you saying that. Let's be honest.
So like, obviously you do put on a bit of like when you introduce the podcast, you don't use, like, we have quite relaxed voices,
we do.
but you put on a customer service voice.
I do.
That's my customer service voice. So they're all like, she's so wholesome, all of this. Like, yeah, I can be, but I am a normal person.
You are.
Like, nothing's, like, I'm not Jesus.
Well,
I once said on a live stream that I was.
And
did you see?
Well, everyone kicked off.
There was a screen recording.
Do you know what? Fuck the screen recordings.
You didn't think she's Jesus.
And people genuinely thought that was serious.
But I say stuff because I know they're screen recording it.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's why I don't do lives. You'll never, ever catch me doing a live. Unless back in the day when I used to do TikTok shops. God forbid.
Oh, God. No, I'm back on that train now.
Oh, no, but yours aren't. You aren't in a studio. You're not in a studio going...
Oh, no, I refuse to go in a studio.
I had to do the studio shit, and that was...
Did you not refuse? You can refuse.
No, I just did it for the bag. But
of course.
Fuck it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Times were tough back then.
In the beginning, I was like, 5 figures, get it in. Do you know what I mean?
Sign me up.
Yeah. And now I'm like, it's getting a bit dry.
Here's a quiz for you.
Hit me.
When did we first meet?
The first time I ever met you was... do you have to make me say this? Because I know where this is going. I know where this is going.
I didn't even clock.
Okay, but we can.
Right.
So I met you at the Beauty Works Molly Mae event.
Yeah.
You were paralytic, eyelash hanging off.
Well, Snoop.
And I thought, I love her.
That's GK Barry, yeah.
And you're with Max as well. And I thought these two are just great.
Well, I remember, so you did a story time after that about this random girl who was like something about get a picture with Tommy or something like that. Was forcing you to get a picture.
Woman, yeah.
Every single person in the comments was like, she's talking about Grace. 4 months. I got tagged in this
the
video.
one was like 50.
No, I know. I know it wasn't me. I mean, I know you knew it wasn't me. But everyone was like, she's a drunk mess, that girl. I knew it was her.
Yeah, you are, but I wasn't.
Of course. But like, I literally was like, guys, please. So that's the first encounter we had, and then we met again at Summertime Ball.
Yeah,
which was
brilliant. I don't think about you all the time, but I always think about this time. Do you remember George Ezra? Was it George Ezra that was jumping up and down? And I go to you. Oh. We were sat next to each other, and I go. He jumped up, didn't he? And he was like, come on, Summer. I can't even do it. But it was so cringy.
It was awful.
I went to Grace. Do you think he's giving himself the ick? She goes, you can't not. Like, he must have. He must have. Because he abruptly stopped.
Yeah. No, it was bad.
After the jump, things went downhill.
But at the end of the day, I have an ick with George Ezra anyway. I'll be riding shotgun. Turn it off.
No, this song was blue, blue sky, green, green grass. I felt like I was on CBeebies. I was like,
sometimes it's time to just
eat with Eden.
Eat with Eden. Get off stage and eat with Eden and fuck off. I can't deal with it. Thank you to today's sponsor, which is Wine52. What a fitting sponsor for me, considering I live off wine. So today I'm offering you a little gift. How does a free case of wine sound? And it's either white or red. All you've got to do is go to www.wine52, that's wine52.com/Grace. And all you need to do is cover the postage, which is £8.95, and you've basically got 3 bottles of wine for free. Not even your dodgy corner shop can give you that bargain. I'm an avid member of Wine52. It's gotten me through a lot of breakups and a lot of hookups. Do you know what I mean? It's let me loose. If you're single and crying, wine 52. If you're in a relationship and you've just been cheated on, wine 52. There's just every occasion for wine 52. So if you want your case of 3 wines and you only pay the postage of $8.95, go to www.wine52.com/grace. Get drinking on my behalf.
How did you find that summertime bottle?
Not good. Because actually, no, I enjoyed it. Thank God you and Izzy and Lloyd were there.
Did you see my video the other day? I had to take it down because I was getting trolled. But
Fucking
I
hell,
put up
wasn't
a
it?
video and I said, it was basically about it was like a trend where it's like, oh, this happens, and then suddenly you feel like you're back in secondary school getting bullied. And I wrote in the caption,
Did you see this?
I wrote in the caption I never feel happier than when I see Izzy and Grace at an event, because we're
I did. Yeah.
because we're 3 blokes in a women's body.
Yeah, no, seriously.
And sometimes at events I get a bit nervous to go, and I'm because people don't get you. Do you know what I mean? Some people are like, oh, she's too much, but when I see you and Izzy, I'm like, yeah. Lloyd goes after the summertime ball. So you were with Izzy, yeah. He goes, how long have they been together?
No. I do. I feel like I give the masculine energy compared to Izzy. Yeah.
So do I. And he goes,
I strap her in.
He goes, that couple's so nice. He was like, how long have they been together? I was like, who? And I was thinking, what couples have we met today? And he goes, the girls that we were with. I was like, Izzy and Grace? I was like, oh no, they're not lesbians.
I'm over the moon with that.
I was like, no. And he said that on the way. He was like, please don't say that on the podcast.
Straight away it's in.
Yeah, because I just think it was really funny.
Well, everyone else was on the other side.
Yeah.
So the next day I saw the TikToks of Maddie, Max, George and all that, and they were on the other side. And I was like, why did we
get left with the guy on MDMA trying to beat everyone up?
Can we tell this story?
Yeah.
Oh my God. So imagine we're having a time. Whether it's good or bad, we're
having
just having
oatmeal
a time.
cookies
We're having
and
oat milk
juice.
cookies. Izzy's having an allergic reaction. It's all kicking off. Next, this lovely woman, she comes over. She goes, "Oh, just got kicked out of." Was she even not Northern?
I don't even know who you're talking about. I'm waiting to catch on.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm gonna do this.
Oh, I know.
She was
inside.
Like, actually, no. She was like, just got kicked out of the standing. Basically, this fella shoved a knife at me, and I thought, nah, I ain't fucking having this. Not with my daughter. So I fucking swung for it. Basically, she got in a fight with this person with a knife who was 12.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was like, that's probably the worst it gets. No. We sit down, and this man starts. Is it smoking?
Yeah, he pulled an old fag out in the stadium, which I thought, you're allowed.
Because you're not, because I got told off for vaping, and I thought, God forbid, if you're not allowed to vape, you're not allowed to smoke.
So he had a full-on straight as well. It wasn't even a cheeky rolly.
Yeah.
It was a full-on straight.
Yeah.
Guy behind with his kids was like, you can't do that. And then the guy starts filming. The dad started filming the guy smoking.
It was awful.
And the guy smoking was going, I'm not fucking smoking. He was like, what are you talking about? Puts this fag out.
He was on something as well, 100%.
Yeah, and then his kids came over for a picture with me.
Yeah.
And then he comes over, he leans over Lloyd, and he's like, are you TikTok famous? I was like, worst expression ever, TikTok famous. That's just so embarrassing. And I was like, well, I do videos. I was like, I'm just watching George Ezra jumping up and down. But then he got a picture with me, and it was just so strange. Remember that woman? I thought this was what you were talking about. The woman inside who was like, I've just been told off for talking to you guys in there. God. Who do you think you are? She was like, so I've come to get a selfie.
No,
instead.
she went, no offence. No, and this is fine. If you say this. But she goes, no offence, I don't know who the fuck you are. And you don't have to know who we are. It's fine.
Of course
but
you
it's
don't.
when you get angry.
I don't know who you are.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's fine. You don't have to. No, we're not walking into a room and going, why isn't everyone looking at me?
No, we are, but we're not saying it.
And she was like, so for that, just to fuck him off, I'm going to get a picture of you guys.
And
we
we
were like,
the guys are like,
we were so uncomfortable. She was like, thanks guys, really appreciate it.
But that's it. Do you get where someone comes up to you and then the other person's going, I have no idea who you are. They might as well spit on you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Why are we getting pics? No offense, but who are you? And I'm like, it's fine. It's fine. Just don't tell me.
What do you say?
I just go, rightly so, you're only human.
Yeah.
I just go, fair enough.
Yeah.
Or I joke and I go, you've been living under a rock, mate. But sometimes that goes over people's heads. They're like, stush, bitch.
That's the worst. I went to Tally's farm the other day and I was getting a bratwurst sausage.
Of course you were.
Hot dog.
Dirty dog.
And people coming over getting pictures. Lovely, lovely people. I love Tally's farm compared to Fright Night because there's people at Tally's farm and it's not all like pouts and tits.
Pouts and tits.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And you're just like, we're going on Rise. Why are your boobs out? They look great, so that's fine. But at Tully's farm, I was at this bratwurst stand, and loads of people coming over, and then the woman making my sausage, she was like looking at people like pointing at me like, who the fuck? Like,
just give me a sausage, mate.
So I went for, I've done a lot to help people with eating disorders and people who are lonely in the lockdown. A girl next to me comes up, she goes in tears. She's like, "You really helped me with my eating disorder."
Like that.
No, and I'm
like, I'd have been like,
a fire might as well have come behind me as I walked off with my hot dog. And the lady was like, "I'm so sorry." And I was just like, no, that I love meeting the people that like watch your videos. Like
it's incredible.
It's the best part. It's always, people always say like, do people say this to you? They're like, does it get a bit much?
No,
what?
if I like, to be fair though, sometimes I'm quite an anxious person. Never would guess. Really anxious, right? And sometimes when I get people come up to me, or like, no, this is what I get anxious about. Not people coming up to me. It's when you're on a bit of public transport and you see someone go,
yeah,
like I'm taking a picture of you, but
and
not saying
like
anything.
We're quite lanky.
We're just like this.
Forward.
Yeah, like legs out.
Yeah.
I'm probably like having a panic attack. So I'm like,
holding
halfway
in a
through. Yeah. It's fucking awful.
It's the worst. The photo of.
That's the only bit that gets a bit.
And I once got sent a video of me and the kids walking out of a shop.
Oh no!
And I was like,
not the kids. Leave the kids out.
Yeah, no. There's a few times where I love everyone so much, but if people take pictures with the kids, and I just think it's really odd. Because you don't know who their uncle is. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So, seriously.
Yeah.
There's a risk.
Yeah. So we were in Nando's once and we got sat down. And it was like school time, so like we shot ourselves in the foot anyway. So we sat down, and loads of people coming over, and it was fine. But then there was like a group of girls just like filming me, and I was sat next to Callie, and Callie was like just like eating her dinner, like she doesn't understand.
Yeah.
And Callie goes, "I'm sorry, my auntie's finding it very annoying that you're filming me, and she doesn't want it anymore."
I love that.
I said, "Callie, I never said that." She goes, "But you do, don't you, Dee Dee?" I was like, "Callie, you're getting me in the shit."
You're sat there, wait for the live later, mate.
Honestly, someone's recorded that and they're posting it now, Callie. And they're like, "Eden's changed."
Yeah.
That's my favourite.
She's
You've changed. One. Imagine you're the same person you were 2 years ago.
To be fair, I'd be fucked. I would have been cancelled, actually. That is for sure.
I'd still be celibate.
Yeah.
I would.
God, yeah.
I was celibate.
You'd still be pushing boyfriends out of windows.
Yeah. Oh, honestly.
I love that. Big flex.
I threw my ex out a window.
Yeah, as you should though.
Wow.
Wait.
Go on, ask anything.
Is your ex dead?
Is my ex dead?
Sorry.
What? Is he?
I
hope so.
Well, wait, for some reason I thought your ex was dead. Don't know why.
Wait, who's dead?
Did he have maybe I thought he was dead. I'm not sure why. The guy who was older than you.
Yeah.
Who you met, who was looking after your granddad.
No, my granddad died. Not him.
May whoever rest. I'm so sorry for getting that mixed up. My bad. Today's sponsor of the podcast is for everyone out there that stinks. It's Wild deodorant. I know what you're thinking. Why should I use Wild? I'll let you know. It's bloody vegan and it's sustainable and it's got no harsh bits in it that is going to upset your armpits. The last thing that you want is an upset armpit. That's an it. Wild deodorant is a deodorant that actually works, unlike your mum's roll-on. Your mum stinks. Not only is the deodorant good, but the case is sustainable. It's made of aluminium. It's biodegradable, so the turtles won't die. And it's refillable. As it's a subscription service, it's flexible. You can cancel when you want, or you can just keep getting reloads ready for those sweaty days. Or you can buy it in Sainsbury's, Boots and Waitrose if you're feeling a little bit posh. I've also got a little surprise for you. It's only Black Friday. So they thought, listen, we'll give them a new limited edition mirror case, but also some new scents. Buckle in. You've got mulled wine, apple and cinnamon, or frankincense and myrrh. We're throwing it back to Bethlehem at checkout for 20% off this Friday. Well, you and Lloyd, your first date was slightly iconic. I remember seeing the video of him dancing.
Yes.
First date.
Yeah.
Now that could have gone one of two ways. That Chai didn't like it.
No.
And that's fine.
Yeah, Chai doesn't like
up for his own
dancing.
opinions. Her own opinions. Fucking out.
She's misgendering my dog everyone. Screen record and post.
Yeah. Out me now. I need it.
Yeah. Could have got the ick.
Yeah. But didn't.
No. Fell in love. Because it was like a whole hut full of people filming us because they're like, Eden's not been with a man for 2 years.
She's
me
now
get
with
this
a man, yeah.
straight on TikTok. So I was like, let's give them something to film. So we sat down. Lloyd loves dancing. Lloyd loves music anyway. And I went to him, a day to dance. And he was like, will I get a kiss if I do? I was like, yeah.
Sold. Yeah.
But I'd text him before saying like, I don't kiss on the first day. Because I hadn't kissed a guy for 2 years.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like practicing on my mum.
YouTube tutorial.
On my pillow.
Oh
Not on
my
mum.
God.
Not on my
Come
mum.
here, mum.
Sorry, mum. But yeah, I was really nervous that he was going to try and kiss me because I'd forgotten how.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got up and then everyone was screaming, clapping. They were like, oh my God, he's so cool.
It's like Les Mis. Love it.
Yeah, and I thought, yeah, that's actually quite fit. And I think that confidence is because I'm a really confident person.
I was going to say this. You're so... like, even on your story the other day, it made me fucking scream. You were like, when did you fuck Lloyd? And you were like, after this picture, 4th date, fucked him. And I was like, okay, fair enough.
But why... Do you think it's just like polite to be private?
No, I don't. I'm not. Well, you know I'm not. So what am I talking about?
I was like, oh, how did you find the secret cabins? You were like, I was getting my cheeks clapped every night. I was like,
over by the fucking swans. Yeah. Peter would be in touch. And I was like, I don't know what it just comes out.
The Towie thing, the Towie advert came out the other day and Lloyd shared it on his story and wrote, I fucked Eden in that hot tub. I was like, take that down now. I was like, what are we going to do if one of the Towie cars get pregnant with his child from that hot tub?
I was thinking, because I think it was Courtney and Amber were in the
new one, didn't
I
you?
stayed in the cruiser on the water. It was like a waterbed, a lot of motions. But I was like, they don't know. Well, they must know. We're sleeping in a bed that has had so much semen in it.
So our bed was collapsed where we were. Brilliant. It wasn't even comfortable. The middle was collapsed.
Was that because of you?
No.
Okay.
Well, nearly, but no. But like, it was more like dungeon vibes. Where we were, like it was like a velvet black dungeon. There was no windows. It was quite horny.
I got kind of scared at night because we were out on the bed watching a thing, and I thought, what if there's just a man who's going to kill us all, or a bear?
Yeah.
And I just thought, but go if you're going to go, fuck it.
But you can't.
Don't
go and not have sex.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Don't go with your brother. That's weird.
Yeah. Don't go with a family member.
Joe Bag said to me, he was like, I've been invited, but I've got no one to... And I was like, oh, go with your brother. And then I was like, no, that's really weird.
Really weird.
Go with your brother.
Get on Tinder as quick as you can, mate.
As soon as possible.
Just Tinder. Just honestly, you don't even have to talk to them. Just get there.
Just fuck them.
But yeah, we watched a movie in the jacuzzi, and I was like, this actually is quite nice. And then, have you ever had sex underwater?
No, because I would get thrush.
I did nearly.
There we go.
But you know when you're pushing out pints after you get out?
Oh my God, yeah.
He was like, that was great. I was like gargling water. There was so much.
Squirting out water left, right and centre.
And every time you make me laugh, I'd be like, oh. For about a week afterwards.
Not just pissed myself. Well, actually, maybe you did.
I did. Constantly.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was really interesting. That was my first underwater experience.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, have I think.
No,
I haven't. I'm too scared of
Have you ever had sex in a car?
Well, prior, yeah.
I haven't.
Back in the day when I was younger.
Never in my life.
Yeah, poor. I mean, it's not comfortable at all.
It's not?
Yeah, no, there's a lot of... We've got long legs, so the legs and ratio of the car, it just doesn't work.
It's not good.
At all, no. Now, let's talk about Chai.
Let's talk about Chai.
Let's talk about
Chai
God,
Bear.
Yeah. Sorry, I just nicknamed her. But I went Chai Bear.
That's what I call her.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, you probably heard me say
yeah,
it.
100%. It's just drilled into me now.
Yeah.
Chai, what made you get, first of all, a dog, second of all, Chihuahua?
Mental instability.
Mental illness.
No, so me and Lloyd went to Switzerland to house sit for his friend. You'll love this, right?
Love that.
So we'd house sit for his friend and all dog sit, but like stay in his house at the same time.
Slay.
Trolls, right? So basically, they didn't think we'd come all the way to Switzerland to look after a Chihuahua, which was like understandable. So they put it on this like dog pet sitting website as well, but they hadn't taken it down by the time they'd asked us and we'd agreed. So trolls not only found the house on Airbnb, because in Switzerland they rent their house.
Oh, right,
it's
yeah.
weird. They also found the pet sitting thing. They found the dog I was pet sitting, and they put up a video. They were like, Eden lied. This isn't Lloyd's friend. They've travelled all the way to Switzerland. Why the fuck?
Why would you travel all the way there to dog sit if you didn't know the person full stop anyway?
Our dogs sit down the road.
Yeah, I mean...
Do you know what I mean? But they were like, she's lying. But like, no. And we messaged the couple. We were like, hi, our lives are being ruined. Did you put this up on a pet sitting website? They were like, oh shit, yeah, we didn't take that down.
Oh fuck, was it? Oh my God, hold on. Was this when they went, Eden Harvs looked after...
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I did see that.
Yeah,
I did see that.
It's Lloyd's like one of his bestest friend's house.
Shit.
And we looked after Tilly, the Chihuahua, and we walked in. And oh my God, you've never heard a bark like it. I thought, I am not looking after this, Lloyd. I was like, get me back to England now.
Get me out
I was sat on the sofa. I was scared because she was barking so much, like aggressively. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm so terrified, Lloyd. Like, and we're in Switzerland. I want to go home. Yeah. And then I just put my hand down like this, and she just ran over and just like lied on her back and was being fine. Then Lloyd tried to stroke her, and she would just yap at him.
And that's when you fell in love with the dog.
I fell in love. I thought, that's my girl. But I messaged the owner. I was like, she was like, oh yeah, she only likes women, by the way. Did you not think to tell us that? And we flew all the way to
yeah.
But she was really picky. Like, she'd like Lloyd sometimes, and then sometimes she'd just bite him.
Hormonal.
But I thought, I love this Chihuahua because she's so loyal. Like, every time I sat down, she'd come and sit on me. She just wanted to be with me everywhere and like carrying like
the Georgia Steele of dogs. Loyal babe.
It was so cute. And staying in a house, me and Lloyd, because we live with my mum and dad.
Yeah.
In a bedroom. So like we had no living room or we did have living room and kitchen, but like I don't want to watch Midsummer Murders.
Shared, yeah. I mean, niche, but yeah.
And I'd lived at home all my life. I'd never lived away from my parents. So being in Switzerland for a few days, I was like, it's really nice to be independent. So we got home on the Wednesday or the Tuesday, I can't remember. Went to view a house and a puppy on the Thursday. In the same day, the next Thursday we were in the house, and 2 days later we had Chai.
What?
Yeah.
Move quick.
Yeah.
Fine.
Literally, I messaged this woman online on Gumtree. I was like, oh my God, love that dog. What's your PayPal? And she was like, I follow you on TikTok. I was like,
of course.
I was like, of course you do. So,
and that's what I saw. It was like TikTok famous Eden Harvs.
And I messaged this woman a million times. She's so sweet. I messaged a million times. I said, can you not tell anyone that you've done that?
Yeah.
I said, people are on my live stream saying they know I've got a Chihuahua from you. She puts up a Facebook status. Anyone who knows Eden Harvey is getting my puppy, don't tell anyone. I'm like, you're making it worse. She's like, I can't do anything right. I was like, please just shh.
To be fair, that probably did her well that everyone's probably trying to get a fucking dog from her.
No, but honestly, she is just an absolute dream. We love her.
She's
so
really
much.
well trained as well, I have to say.
Do you know, she's actually been quite naughty in here today.
If that's naughty, that's kind of fine.
No, usually she would just be here the whole time, but she's been a bit excited because there's colours everywhere, there's cables,
there's drink.
But yeah, she's
her dad.
trained to a T. She's good as gold. But love her. Switzerland made me want to get a little baby.
Now
girl.
every time you'll go to Switzerland, you'll think of Chihuahuas.
Well, do you know there's like an aircraft and like an air. What's it called? Like EasyJet, Ryanair, what are they?
Like a
airline.
Brand? Airline, yeah.
Airline?
Spot on.
Yeah, an airline where you can take dogs on.
Oh.
And apparently you can take a Chihuahua on as carry-on.
I would have no fear of flying. Genuinely, if I was on that plane.
How were you on the flight to Jack Wills?
Yeah.
Was it to Jack Wills
yes, both. Yeah. So I went on the Jack Wills one, and to be brutally honest with you, I was not only drugged up legally, but paralytic.
Oh, okay, so it might have been
so
alright.
I was fucking great.
Yeah, you're fine.
And they brought out sushi. I went, you fucking give it to me now.
After half an hour, you're like, I'm hungry.
And the lucky thing is it went really quick.
Yeah.
That could have been because I was drunk. But
to Switzerland, it was like just over an hour. And I was having full English. But Tenerife, oh my God, I hadn't flown for years. Ooh. And it's the takeoff. And
that's what you were telling me. Yeah, that's the worst part, takeoff.
Yeah.
And it makes you feel uneasy because you're fucking...
Yeah. And then but it's like this for like an hour as well. And I remember going to Lloyd, he was like, should we watch something on the iPad, babe? I was like, is it like this the whole time? I was like, oh, am I going to feel like this the whole time, Lloyd? He was like, yeah, babe, you will. And then it flattened out and I was fine. I watched Avatar.
I won't, actually.
That is really good advice. Anyone who's on a long flight, watch Avatar. It
fills the whole fucking
2 hours,
journey.
48 minutes.
Fine. Mine is Gogglebox. I'll watch Gogglebox consecutively.
Really?
Yeah. And I don't know, it's like my comfort program.
My mum and dad love Gogglebox. They watch it. There was a woman from Tully's Farm that got a fruit from Gogglebox.
Oh, wait, really?
She's the new black woman. She's so funny.
Love.
But I think she's from Gogglebox.
Maybe.
She was on this tractor. She was being so funny.
Not the tractor.
Yeah, because it was like this event where like, you know what I mean? Like events can be hit or miss. Like it can be filled with great people or
awful people.
It's filled with 10K. Like, can I get a collab? Kind of like group.
Yeah.
And it's like, are you going to that event next week? And like me and you are not like that.
I'm never at events now.
Not like that.
I think we both finished after the Molly Mae Beauty Works event. We both thought,
I didn't have a choice.
Today's sponsor of the podcast is skincare that's very close to my heart. Have you ever wondered why I look so beautiful and glowing and just so sensational? That is because I use Skin & Me. Skin & Me is so simple and easy to use, especially if you're on the go. All you got to do is fill out a form, tell them what's wrong with your skin, what you want to achieve, and that's to do with acne, pigmentation, scarring, aging, whatever's making you ugly. Basically, they send you out a skincare kit to fix it. That comes with moisturizers, cleansers, and all of this kit has your name on it. So if you bump your head, lose your memory, go over to your skincare, job done. All products are sustainable, vegan and cruelty free, so you can sleep at night knowing that you haven't upset David Attenborough. So if you want to try Skin and Me, if you want to get some good skin for the winter, ready for winter wonderland, why not try Skin and Me for just £3.50 on your first month? Usually it's £24.99, but if you use the code GRACE, you're getting the bargains. Thank you again to Skin and Me for sponsoring today's podcast.
And a few months ago, and I was like, I want my boobs done, but I don't.
Yeah, I wanted filler, but I don't.
Okay, well, I can't relate to that.
Well, no, sorry.
My face is full.
We're just trying to bond here. Yeah.
You're just trying to find
just bonding,
common
ground.
Sorry. But no, I messaged a surgeon and I was like, I want my boobs done. And then the man was like, oh, come in for a consultation and all of this. Lloyd was like, what are you doing? I was like, well, look at these boobs online. He was like, they're to feed our kids one day.
Yeah.
But so many people have different views. Like, I have loads of friends with boob jobs and they look unreal. But like, I don't know if I want to put myself under a life. Is it life-threatening, a boob job?
I mean, any surgery is pretty mental.
Yeah.
Like, you
even
can,
when I had a tooth out before, I said, am I going to die? They said, I can't say.
I'd be like, keep it in, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
They can't say if you're going to die or not. I was like, well, do it quickly.
Get over and done with.
Yeah, right. No, but they like, I was messaging a surgeon. I was like, I need a boob job. I was like, I want my, but I'd only be getting that done for an Instagram picture.
Yeah,
or an event. I wouldn't. My fiance doesn't want me to have fake massive boobs. He might do, but he loves my boobs.
Yeah.
But the same with filler. That's a thing I'm in trouble for. Have you seen it?
Why?
Well, a chop of a screen recording of a live. Me, as and Freya said, how do these people have so much data?
Yeah,
and
seriously.
Storage? 2 hours.
Maybe they got the new iPhone.
Yeah,
Pro
get
Max.
it now.
Yeah.
TikTok shop. Yeah. No, but they were saying. I was saying on live. I was like, you don't need to get filler. Like, we're natural. Me.
Oh, because then you had filler before, so people were like,
no, you'll find this
right.
So I went. You shouldn't get filler because we're products of nature, which is true. We're not man-made products. We shouldn't put man-made stuff in our face. And they go, oh, haven't you had filler? I said, well, my face is a lost cause. I was like, that's a different thing. And they're like, will we ever get it again? I was like, today, no. The 11th of October, yes.
Maybe, yeah.
But I'm booked in. But like, I was trying to make them feel like they shouldn't. But like, we're in this world where like, you just like constantly feel like you have to be doing
100%, yeah.
Because we have a job where we have to look at ourselves all the time. That's
and when you go to
job.
events, everyone...
Stunning.
Stunning. A lot of them have filler. Or some people actually just look like naturally. And if you do, fuck you.
Yeah. If you do, we're never meeting you again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
blocked.
you literally go in and like, I remember at that Beauty Works event, oh God, I've never felt so much like a monster in my life. All these girls like tiny.
Doesn't help you at all either
because
everyone can see you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tiny. I was wearing heels as well.
Yeah,
I was like,
you were.
I looked like Peter Crouch.
I was like, hi, you're right.
Literally people with like big boobs and like tiny chisel faces and like, oh my God, I love your TikToks. And I'm like, hello. Hello, thank you. What's your name? Molly Mae. I'm like, oh, nice to meet you. Like, RD was there. He was like, oh, I know you. He was like, your transitions are cold. I was like, hello. Like, he's like this big and I'm like this big. And it was just such a contrast.
It was bizarre.
So events make me feel like fucking shit.
Yeah, I don't go to them anymore.
So I don't like to go to them.
It gives me pure anxiety.
I leave and I think boob job, BBL, lipo.
Gift bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, I genuinely go for the gift bag. That's it.
Literally.
Right. Haunted new house.
I was about to literally say that to you just now.
It's the ghost. It's communicating with both of us right now.
But she's gone. She can't be...
Explain this story before, if for people that haven't heard, but I was into this shit when you post on TikTok.
Okay,
like,
cue the horror music, guys. So, Lloyd and I went away to Sheringham for Mum's 60th. And we left the living room ring camera on and it didn't go off the whole time we were there. We were there for like 2 nights. And on the second, we were there 3 nights. 3 nights. And on the third night, I got a notification on Ring. And I looked and it looked like a massive, like, how would you describe, like spray towards the camera and then away. And I was like, oh, is that the air freshener? But then I'd be getting a notification every single time it went off. And it didn't come from, the air freshener was like behind here. Whereas like the thing came from over there, like by the door and in and round. And I was like, that's fucking terrifying. So I put it on Instagram and everyone's like, I was like, please, someone tell me it's my air freshener. I'm going home today. And they're like, it's not the air freshener. They're all like, it's not. And then Sally Morgan's daughter You know the psychic Sally Morgan?
Of course.
Her daughter runs her Instagram. She goes, Sally wants to speak to you. What's your number? I was like,
that's when you know it's bad.
That's never good.
Yeah.
And she calls me up. She's so funny. She's like, I'm about to go on stage, but let me just talk to you quickly. I was like, yeah, she's so lovely, Sally. Like, I met her once at an event and she's just so sweet. And we sat all night eating like tapas and just chatting. She's great. And she goes, so I've looked at the footage. It's an elderly woman. She's been in your house a lot. It's not just that time, but it's amazing you've captured that. She speaks about it so perfectly and you're sat there like... And like I'm dying inside. I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, no harm. Your neighbour to the left, his mother's passed away recently and they're moving out. So she's just hanging around till they leave. So she makes sure she goes with them. Firstly, no one would know I had a neighbour to the left.
I mean, because you live in the middle of nowhere.
I have 2 neighbours.
Yeah.
That's it. How would she know it's a man whose mother died? The only thing he'd said to us is, we're moving because we've had a bereavement in the family.
Right.
He never told us who had died until he'd left. And the woman and the builder of all the place came around. He goes, oh yeah, his mum died. So it definitely was the mum.
Mental.
Right. So I can't go next door and say, hi, Paul, can you get your mum out my living room?
Yeah. Your mum's here.
She's taken over the remote. But no, Sally said to us, you'll find tomorrow your electrics are going to go. You're going to find really weird things happening, but by the time they move out, it'll all be absolutely fine. I was like, what do you mean our electrics are going to go? She was like, the electric will just cut out. That does not happen where we are. The Wi-Fi shit, so like we wouldn't expect that to happen. But the lighting, we literally were sat in the bed, watching TV. Everything stopped.
Oh,
everything.
Not at night as well.
No. The next day,
I was
at
gonna
like 2 in the afternoon, it all just cut out, and that never ever. I can't express. It never happens. So we were like, right, that's really weird. Like, why the hell is that happening? And Lloyd was like, oh no, it's nothing, babe. Like, it's fine.
The most Lloyd answer ever as well.
He was like, but like when we got haunted in New Year last year as well.
Yes,
he was the same.
Okay, of course.
He's like, yeah, I've been haunted all my life, so I'm starting to think it's him. Anyway,
he's the problem.
So the electrics went out. And I got up, I was like, this is ridiculous. Like, I messaged Sally, I go, am I safe? Because I don't feel safe.
Yeah.
And she was like, you're absolutely fine, don't be silly. She is at the bottom of your gardens.
Oh, God, that's horrible to say.
Imagine. And we have no curtains.
Oh.
She was like, she's at the bottom of the garden just watching. She doesn't mean anything. And I had a bath. And so the bathroom's like here, and Lloyd's like sofa and games there. Mm-hmm. He was something, I was sat in the bath, and I heard... And I was like, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I was like, Lloyd, baby. And he comes to the bathroom and goes, you all right? I was like, yeah. I was like, why did you knock? He was like, I've not knocked. I was like, please don't do this. I was crying. I was like, please don't do this. He goes, I love you so much, babe, but I am not lying. I did not knock on the door. He should
have lied for you. And
he should have. Yeah. But I know Lloyd, and I know when he's lying because he gets he goes white and his eyes go really big.
Oh.
And he was like, no, I haven't done that. And then I thought 2 weeks before that, I'd had the knock on the door.
Don't.
And me and Lloyd were trying to work out what it was. He goes, I was scraping my mirror clean, which was like just next to the wall of my bathroom. But it wasn't. It was literally 1, 2, 3, 4. Like such a clear knock to the point the first time it happened, I turned off the shower. I was like, yeah. But no, yeah. So that happened. I got out the bath, shat myself.
Literally.
And I step into the living room, the fire alarm goes off. Like, and they are so loud, like piercing, like, wee. And I was like, this is a joke. Like, and then Lloyd went and turned it off. Every time I spoke, the fire alarm would go off. And I messaged Sally. I said, this is happening. Like the fire alarm's going off. Like all of this is happening. She was like, it will stop in a second. And I was like, please. And I was on the sofa. I was like, I'm so happy living here.
No, that would freak me the fuck out, the fire alarm, because it's loud.
And everywhere I go, like, have you ever experienced a spirit?
Well, yeah, I've had like a weird,
You know when something's watching you. You know when something's around you. And everyone always says to me, it's because you're so spiritual that this is like you're opening your mind's eye to it and it's happening. I could feel something all the time until they moved out. Now they're gone. Happy as rain. Got a Labrador next door. But like,
Bargain.
She said this will stop in a few minutes. And it was just like suddenly everything stopped being wrong.
That's awful.
It was okay.
I mean, that's great, but awful.
And they moved out and now everything's absolutely fine.
Well, because you stayed at that Airbnb once, which was fucking horrific. Even I was scared.
Do you know what? I need you to go there.
I need you to shut up.
I might go back. Lloyd went, do you know what? I'd go back there next New Year's just for a laugh. I was like...
Yeah, fuck it. I'd go back.
Some things are a laugh.
I haven't even been there.
And some things are just... That was the first time I'd ever thought the spiritual world's actually real.
Yeah. Because
usually, like, I watch stuff and like I watch people like going to haunted houses and stuff. I'm like, no. Like, I used to watch Joe Weller, the YouTuber.
Oh my God, yeah, I used to love when they
haunted houses. I was in the Ivy the other day, and he popped his head round. He goes, and I was like, I went to the waitress. I was like, "Is that Joe Weller?" She was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Why is he waving at me?"
Oh my God!
And I gave him such a dirty look. So I was like, "I love him." I was like, and then like he didn't look at me again. So it was a really weird encounter. But he just walked around, like popped his head round and waved.
That's so random.
Joe Weller in the Ivy in Tunbridge Wells.
So bizarre.
And then Darren Brown was there the other day as well.
Oh, Black Darren, hon, we've got a lot to talk about.
Anyway, yeah. So Airbnb in New Year, horrific. Like, you wouldn't imagine. Did you watch the video where
yes,
you hear
I did.
the voice?
Yeah. Or because you posted that and then people were telling you.
I didn't know.
Yeah,
I just was in the shower. Me and Lloyd were having a nice bath. I was shaving my legs. And then as he got out the bath because he was sweating, he hates baths because they're so hot. He obviously went on the comments and he came in and he goes, "Babe, have you heard that thing?" We thought it was the soundtrack behind the video.
Yeah.
Because there was a sound behind like, "Woo." So we listened to the full minute of that. And I said, "There's no house."
Oh.
But, like, even saying that, like, you know what I'm talking about.
Goosebumps, yeah.
And the second, they say when you open your mind's eye to stuff, you hear and see it all. So the second I was sat on the bed and believed it, the wardrobe, there was a locked wardrobe, a locked door here, and it was shaking and like banging. So I went downstairs and there was a 1, 2, 3, 4 on the front door. We'd called a taxi because we were like, "I ain't staying here."
Oh, I'm not staying here.
So the front door goes, three knocks. And Lloyd, and I was like, "Oh my God, get that." I was like, "Oh my God, thank God it's a taxi man." And like, I'm putting my shoes on, literally looking down.
And this is in the middle of nowhere as well, again, wasn't it? Yeah.
Middle of nowhere. And in the living room, there's like vases moving against things.
Oh
and banging.
my God.
It was literally like I was in a horror film, and no one like could. I can't express how terrifying it was.
Yeah, 100%.
And I was like, "Lloyd, get the door. It's the taxi driver." And he opens the door and then just shuts it, and his face is white and his eyes are big, and he's like looking down like this. He was like, "Babe, we need to get out of here."
Oh God,
I know. And
it's giving me anxiety.
I feel like I'm in paranormal
panic
activity.
attack.
No, but I was like, "Lloyd, like, this isn't, are you joking?" I was like, "Is it the taxi driver?" He was like, "No." I was like, "Stop." Like, Lloyd's paralytic at this point. I'm not going to lie. He's paralytic. So imagine being drunk whilst trying to escape from a ghost.
It's just not.
No.
This is how white people die in films.
And I'm sober and I'm knowing what's going on. He's like, "Babe, we'll be absolutely fine." He was like, "What do you think's going to, I'll fucking batter it." I was like, "I'm going to batter
the ghost."
So he got a stick. And we ran so far away, like so far into the woods.
That's even scarier.
No, it's not. The house was scary.
Oh, okay,
I felt calm in the woods. I was like, okay.
You were hugging trees.
Yeah. But then Lloyd said, I don't know if Lloyd was adding to the dramatics, but like he said like he could see like things in the house.
Can he stop?
Yeah. Please. So I text Freya because the whole family was staying in the house and we just fucked off. So I text Freya, I said, "Wake the kids up right now and get out of that house." She was like, "What?" I was like, "Freya, it's haunted. I'm not joking. Fucking do it." She's like, "If this is for a TikTok, I will kill you." I was like, "Freya, I promise you now, get those kids out of the house." Because I thought like, if anything happened to the kids, like, I would not forgive myself.
You've left, yeah.
So at 2 a.m, she's got all the kids out. She's driven off and left just my mum in the haunted house.
Fuck off.
She tried to wake my mum up. My mum goes, "Don't be so ridiculous. There's no such thing as ghosts." And Freya's like, when I was packing, trying to get the kids away, like I could hear everything everywhere. Like I felt like something was chasing me. I was like, "Freya, that house is so." Then we had to go back to the house the next day to get all our stuff because we'd fucked off.
Burn it.
Mum was screaming at us, crying. She was like, "You've ruined this fucking New Year's Eve." I was like, "I paid."
I didn't.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I was like, "Mum, I've paid £5,000 to be here for 3 days.
Fuck.
Do you think I'm not annoyed?" So the man comes that owns the Airbnb.
Right.
Because he lives there. That's his house.
A weird bloke.
I said to him, Lloyd loves this impression. I said, "Do you believe in like spiritual stuff?" He goes, "Why?" Really posh, like a hunter. He was like, "Why? What are you talking about?" I was like, "Your house is haunted." Imagine someone saying that to you.
Yeah.
He was like, No, not that I'm aware of. Why? What's happened? I was like, "Oh, nothing." I was like, maybe it was just sounds. And then, so Mum's making us feel so guilty. We go for lunch afterwards when we've got all our stuff out of the house. And now she goes, "I did feel something in that house."
Oh?
I said, "Mum."
You could have
She goes,
fucking...
"In the room you and Lloyd stayed in. I felt something. That's why I said I don't want to stay there." I said, "Lloyd bent me over, doggy, over that bed, and I got haunted in it."
Someone watched that.
They watched. I hope they enjoyed because it's a great angle.
Yeah.
But
They want you to come back.
Yeah, it's so terrifying because it's not a film and you can't get out of it.
Yeah.
So like I was calling up ghost hunters. I was like, what do I do? We saged the house. Lloyd's paralytic.
Of course, yeah.
He was like, babe, please, let's just go to sleep. And do you know what's weird, right?
Yeah.
We got in, right? Freya came like an hour after us because she woke up to go for a wee, checked her phone, was like, oh my God, this house haunted, we need to get out. And she stayed in mum's room, which is just next door to my old room.
Right.
So me and Lloyd were in bed and Lloyd was horny after being haunted. Like he was like trying it on with me. I was like, being licked out. I was like, carry on. But Freya texted me. She goes, who the fuck gets? She could hear it. She was like, who the fuck gets horny after a haunting? I was like, sorry, Freya, but you got to take it when it gets offered.
You got to do what you got to do.
I can't say no. I don't think I've ever said no because I was like haunting.
The consent was there, just to confirm.
Oh, of
the
course.
consent was there before anyone takes that out of context.
Yeah. I was so terrified, like, because you can't wake up from it.
No, that's made me panic.
No, don't. That was bad.
Yeah.
But in my house, she was nice. But like, she's just like,
fuck.
Get out. Do you know what I mean? Because we're the first people to ever live in that house. So I was like, how is it haunted? But it was just matey peeps next door.
It's like no one else dies next year. Fuck me. Can't be doing with the fire alarm again.
I've got a really weird neighbour that side.
Have you?
Yeah, she's like a barrister, but she has no sofa or TV. She's never really home. She knocked on my door the other day. I was like, hello. I was like, I feel like I'm in a BBC drama.
Yeah.
It's like, hi, Maureen. She's like, I think one of your family members may have left this yogurt by my car. I was like, fucking hell, you knocked on my door for
a yogurt.
I was like, there's a fox every night. But I wasn't. I was like, oh, bless him, it's my sister. She's so awful with the kids. She just lets them drop stuff everywhere else.
Lets them live.
Sorry, Yaz, but I did say that. I just dropped you in it.
Yaz, like, fuck you.
Emetophobia. You'll never guess what's happened.
I'm terrified. What?
Nothing of me and no one around me.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen them at all. So we have two Germans. We both have emetophobia, so I know exactly what to say. There's two German students living at my house.
Right.
My mum's house. Because my mum's
I was going to say that's so rogue, living at your house.
That's taken out of context. My mum's an English teacher to foreign students that come and stay with us. So two German students are there, a girl and a boy at the moment. And they're both vomiting and diarrheaing. So I can't even go to my mum's house for 2 weeks.
No.
I won't be going in there.
I wholeheartedly agree.
All. But here's the thing. And I don't know if you're the same as me, but my mum's recently been having to go to the hospice a lot, obviously, just to like see a family member. And it's the first night they made their own dinner. And then on the same exact night, they both get ill. Food poisoning.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Do you get relief when you hear that?
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Do you know what it's the exposure and then like 2 days of terrifying sleep. You're like,
do you know what
coming.
it is?
I know.
As soon as it hits September, I'll be having panic attacks non-stop because sick bug season.
No, but it's not, Grace. It's because people tell you that. It's because people stay in all together. People get sick bugs in the summer all year round, but because of winter, they all like stay inside together.
Yeah.
So like you do what I do.
Oh my God.
Do this.
Yeah, it's hell.
So emetophobia, anxiety and OCD are all linked. So do you have like numbers that you do?
No, I have weird intrusive thoughts
I want to
someone being sick. Or me being sick. So say, right, this is my recent
right
thing.
now.
Yeah. So say this is my recent thing. I can't do trains at the moment. Every time I get a train.
In case you projectile.
Yeah. And I literally, on the train, I'm like, I'm going to be sick. I'm not, but because I've had a thought in my head of me being sick. Yeah. And then I'm like, oh yeah, I'm probably going to be sick on this. Then I have to get off the train. Then I'm too scared to get back on it because the tubes don't have bathrooms.
No.
Thameslink bathrooms, questionable.
I get that at the nail bar, I think.
Oh my God. Oh
That's
my God. Because you can't move.
Yeah. And I think I'm going to projectile everywhere right now. It's happening. It's happening. And Freya texts me like, why do I always go lightheaded and feel sick in the nail bar? It's just your brain because you can't get off.
Lightheadedness.
But I get it about things like this. Like I think like, oh my God, for an hour and a half tomorrow, I have to be sat in a seat.
Yeah.
But when I'm here, I'm fine.
Yeah, I agree. Oh my God. Now play that back in slow mo because I just jumped out of my skin. You're evil.
But do you think do you get worried about like contagious things? Mine's contagious, not
yours. I remember you saying, was it about food? Was yours food that you can't eat chicken?
I can now.
Okay,
I'm much
fine.
better. But like, if it's weird. If it's Nando's or stuff, I'm fine.
Yeah.
But like, if Lloyd makes us a chicken dish, I'll be really paranoid. Yeah.
Today I ate a Lidl McDonald's McMuffin. You know, don't ask. My boyfriend was like, you want to try it? I was like, yeah. And now for the whole day, I'm going to be terrified. I'm going to be sick.
Was it chicken?
I don't know what the fuck that was, to be brutally honest. It was sausage.
Oh, it should be delicious. It's German. Was it not delicious?
It was, to be fair, it was actually all right.
Yeah, there's nothing.
And if I was ill,
liver.
I would be ill by now.
This is the thing. Yeah, that's what I say as well.
No, but you
48
fucked me
hours.
up. You fucked me up. You were trying to help me, right?
Yeah.
And it's made me worse.
Has it?
Yeah. No, but you were you were actually really sweet. You were like, Grace, let me tell you something that helped me.
Yeah.
I was like, yes, Eden, you tell me. You were like, do you know what? I know that I'm not going to be sick because I'll still feel hungry. If you still feel hungry, you're not going to be sick.
If you're
right?
hungry or healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So now when I'm having panic attacks, I feel
lose your
sick.
appetite. Yeah.
Couldn't think about eating. So in my head, I'm like, now I know.
No.
I am going to be sick.
It doesn't mean like you have to feel hungry. That means you're healthy.
Oh, okay.
No, but like I just mean like that's like a thing
Like
of
in
like
general.
Yeah.
Right.
So like if you're like a malaise or fluey or stuff, like people are like you haven't got sepsis. Like if you're hungry, are you hungry?
Right.
Stuff like that. But like when you have a panic attack, your body's in fight or flight.
Yeah.
So it will think, oh my God, I need to get everything out of me right now. I have no appetite. Eating would make me gag. But the best thing you can do in that situation is eat something because going back in the years, if an animal is eating, it feels safe enough that it's not going to be attacked by a predator.
True.
Even like I know anxiety and like panic attacks, like you feel so sick and you're like, oh my God, I cannot eat a thing.
Well, of course.
Nibble a ginger biscuit.
This is what I'm saying. Of course, we got the phobia of sick where when you panic, you feel sick. So it's like an endless cycle.
Yeah, I wake up in the morning, you're nauseous because you're hungry, but then you're
Because you're, hungry, nauseous, nervous, nauseous, living my day-to-day life nauseous.
and then sometimes I throw in pregnant.
Yeah.
Do you do that?
Yeah,
I'm
all
like,
the time.
oh, let's
Like,
do a
I've got
test.
morning sickness.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to... How do you feel about kids? You can have them?
No.
Because I was going to say
Always
morning... I'm
wanted
sorry.
them.
I'm not dealing with morning sickness. I don't give a fuck. Also, I find kids, no offense, kind of annoying.
That's normal.
Maybe I love my own,
They are.
but I'm not taking that risk.
No, just get a dog.
Yeah.
But no, I always wanted kids, but I don't want to carry them because I don't want to be sick all the time. And I also don't want to grow up with them because like, when they get a bug, I don't want to be with them.
Yeah.
So I'm really stuck. Like I want kids, but it's such a
We
debilitating
should get
thing.
so rich that
Yeah.
we can therefore have a nanny for when they're ill.
Yeah. A surrogate, a nanny,
Yeah.
and another house for them.
And
Yeah. When they're cute, just bring them around for a bit
ill,
and then take them again.
fuck off.
Yeah.
Fuck right off. Does anyone else in your family have it?
Emetophobia?
Yeah.
No.
No.
And it's so annoying. Do you find that like people go to you, I love being sick. I just empty myself out.
Tactical chunder.
yeah.
Stop doing that
No.
on nights out around me because
To be
I
fair,
will
Lloyd-
spiral.
Do you worry about any kind of sick?
I can't. Yeah, because that's what the
That's
difference
what it is. I only care if it's contagious because Lloyd's sick all the time.
Because people kept calling you out. They were like, I thought you were emetophobic. You can deal with him gagging around you. Where it makes sense because yours is more like...
Yeah. If I know
illness.
it's from a smell or from food or from drink or definitely know it's food poisoning, I'm fine.
Yeah, I just can't full stop.
No,
I'm just a
really?
lost cause.
What is it like? Do you know what it is? It's not, and it's such a selfish thing because it's not the fact that someone else you don't want to get it.
Yeah. I'm
That's
like,
it.
don't ever be, and it's
Yeah.
just the stress. Like, I can't leave that
And the
situation. The
sound.
smell. Oh my God, the
It's
look
that-
of it. I can, and me myself, trigger warning. When I am unfortunately unwell, I'm loud.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, "Meh!" Like, I'm like one of the worst people to be unwell. Like I make it because I think I'm dying in that
Yeah,
moment.
yeah.
So I'm literally like lying on the floor, like.
But
like,
you
it's
must be
bad.
sick a lot, are you not?
To be fair, how weird is this? So in my house of 6,
Yeah.
when I lived at uni, I was the one that was unwell the most. But when I was drunk, I feel like sometimes I can separate it.
That's what I mean.
Sober, which is why I'm always drunk. No, but sober.
I can't drink, so because I'm scared of being sick.
There we go. Yeah, everyone asks me that. How can you drink?
But like everyone says that to me now. They're like, but like if it's drunk induced sickness, then why does it care? But like I don't want to feel out of control of my body. If you're drunk and you're
That's
being
it.
sick, I'll help you. But
It's
like
the control.
yeah, if I feel dizzy, do you always get dizzy in New Look?
I don't go into New Look, but when I'm shopping, I get very
I go to
dizzy.
Selfridges.
Yeah, yeah. Harrods.
Yeah.
No, but like always, that's a good point. When I'm shopping, I always get very dizzy and feel sick.
And do you feel like you have to hold on to something?
Yeah.
So
Me,
embarrassing,
every time
isn't it?
I walk here, I'm sat in Liverpool Street like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's awful. It's really bad.
Or just like crossing road, walking on your own. You're like, suddenly I'm lightheaded and I'm about to die.
And I'm going to pass out
yeah.
and
And you
die.
just hold on to a pole really
Yeah.
subtly, wait there, and off I go. Why do we
People
get
must be
that?
like, are they glitching?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
But do you think everyone gets that? Because that's like, I went to watch the Harry Styles film last
yeah.
night. Don't worry, darling.
Right?
And I thought, I went to Lloyd. Everyone must feel horny right now.
Horny, you feel horny in
Yeah.
cinemas.
No, in the
Oh,
film.
sorry,
just that film.
sorry, right,
Yeah, no,
yeah.
there's a scene where like if you've seen it, you know what I mean, on the kitchen table. But I thought to Lloyd, everyone must feel horny right now.
Yeah.
And we're all just sharing this. All
and
of
we're
us are
all
silent.
just horny in one room.
Someone's got fanny flutters.
That's beautiful.
And it's me.
Genuinely. And it's me. So my next one, random, but you were obviously celibate for 2 years. Yeah. Nothing went near that
out
pussy.
left, right and centre.
Yeah. Love honey deals everywhere. Yeah.
Literally.
As it should be.
My collection was astronomical.
But my thing is, I think I know who do I know who's doing this? I know someone who's doing this.
Bethan Kershaw?
Yes, that's who I know who's doing this. She is now celibate.
I messaged her about that.
Big slay. I was basically celibate for the last year of uni anyway.
Yeah.
But
Not by choice.
not by choice. Yeah, I was just on TikTok, so that is a natural cock reducer. Yeah. So, how did you know? How did you find? Did you feel like it changed you?
No. I
No.
was just horny all the time.
Right. Okay.
And
fine.
I was in lockdown, so I was
But
like,
did you
"Where's
find
the
cock disappointing when you finally had cock? Or would it have been Lloyd, so you can't say
Well,
that
it was
anymore.
Lloyd's.
Yeah.
So it was just like,
Hallelujah.
I was so sick of toxic men and it never goes anywhere. And I think, what am I doing? Like, I want to focus on my career, get myself good, and then I'll fall in love.
Yeah. And you did.
That's what I did. And everyone's
Spot
like, this is the one thing people say to you when like you're single and unhappy. It'll come to you. Don't go looking for it. It'll
No,
come
because
to
I
you.
used to be one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, thank you, everyone. I was at a wedding.
I'll sit here and wait.
Yeah, catching the bouquet like, it'll come one day. And then I met him and I got the cock and I'm very happy with it. I'd love to get it every day.
You can get mould a willy.
Can you?
Yeah. So mould a cock, use like a mould, put it on, blah, blah, and you can use it as a dildo.
Is that a bit loserish?
Not the that's rude because I kind of want one.
Yeah, but do you not have sex all the time?
No, I do. If his mum's watching this, joking. But yeah, no, I do.
Yeah. But like we're at that stage where we're living together.
You live together. We're from two
everything.
different ends, you know.
I just constantly, every night, I'm like, and sometimes he's like, and I'm like,
love those videos, by the way, of him just snoring with chai.
Yeah, I'm just such a physical person. My acts, like I want to receive physical intimacy.
Yeah.
He gives me acts of service,
Yeah.
which is good. Like he'll make a
That's
cup of
his
tea in the
job.
morning. Love that.
Yeah.
Lick me out when you put it down. I'm joking.
Before it gets cold.
Yeah, I just love physical intimacy. So yeah, my dildo collection's quite a nothing up the arse.
No. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Not even a
Don't know.
thumb?
No, just piles for me.
Yeah, felt that. Yeah. Worst sex experience?
He started crying that he missed his mum. He felt bad.
Lloyd?
No.
Oh, sorry.
I
I thought we were
in general.
No, in general, yeah, but I thought for a minute.
No. Yeah, he started crying that he missed his mum. He was like, I'm not good enough to my mum. And I was like, what's going on?
Was he sober or drunk?
I couldn't tell you. He was an alcoholic, so I think probably
Yeah.
But you never
Happens.
know. But yeah, he was on top of me and he just fell off and just goes, I miss my mum.
Oh my!
He was one of those though, like his mum would smack his ass in the kitchen. She'd be like, "You're looking good today."
Oh yeah. What a mummy's boy to the extreme.
Are you shagging your mum?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Just say it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had.
What about
anything
you?
like that. My worst sex experience. Yeah, there's one. If my boyfriend's watching this, don't listen.
Yeah.
First year, shagged a guy that looked like Logan Paul. First of all, it could have ended there. It didn't. After he went, Slim Shady just fingered you. And I went, what are you talking about? And then he showed me his finger where he got Slim Shady tattooed on it. And I just said, get out.
So how did he finger you then? Like with these
Like
two?
with those,
Oh, no.
yeah. I mean, I don't
I
remember.
wouldn't go
was
for those
drunk.
two, would
No.
you?
No, but everyone usually does. I'd go for those.
Yeah, I'd go for these. Like get a good hook
get
in.
the longest ones.
Oh no, I think Lloyd uses these actually.
Spider-Man. Yeah, men do.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do we know?
Yeah.
I should know, but we don't.
I don't
know.
put fingers inside me ever.
It doesn't do anything for me.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Stop penetrating.
Absolutely fuck all.
Nothing.
Stabbing in the dark.
Yeah.
Literally.
That's why I said I want to go to schools and speak about sex.
You should. And I think people would lose their shit if you started talking about dildos at school.
Do you reckon?
They'd be like, love it.
I remember watching this old, terrifying woman putting a condom on a banana.
Felt that.
That's why none of us use them.
I just skipped
scarred.
sex ed day, the one day.
Yeah.
Anyway, my last question today.
Okay.
As you know, saving grace, I need as much help as I can get. So is there one bit of advice that you could give to me, life advice, right here, right now?
It's not about the amount of breaths you take. It's about the moments that take your breath away.
I'm crying.
Will
1
Smith.
minute. Yeah, that was
But isn't that
beautiful.
true?
No, it is.
It is.
It is. Yeah, like seeing a big cock on your boyfriend and you think, I've got a winner. That's breathtaking.
Or a tiny one.
That's for the different reasons.
Or wake up in the morning and say 2 things you're grateful for in that exact moment.
Okay.
That's what I do. I wake up, I say...
Actually, that's a good,
Every single morning I wake up, I say, good morning, universe. Oh, fuck.
That's how well it goes. Today I'm grateful for.
No.
Okay.
Good morning, universe. Show me how it gets even better.
Oh.
I don't chase, I attract. What belongs to me will simply find me.
Fine.
Do that. And Lloyd found me.
He did?
He did.
Fuck. Okay,
I don't think he's going to find me now, though.
Maybe I'll
because
find
he's
a
not
BBL.
text me.
Oh, nice. What a man. We'll call him after this.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you for coming on the pod.
Thank you for having me.
It has been much, I was going to say fun. Much fun sounds weird, though.
It's been a roller coaster.
It has been up, down.
Behind the scenes.
Paranormal, cock, everywhere.
Yeah,
Loved
deaths.
it. Trigger warning. Thank you for watching, guys. If you've been watching, give it a like and subscribe. And if you've been listening, give it a 5-star review and a follow. And if you don't do it, your pussy stinks. Bye.